So this is the 3 biggest things I look for in a real estate partner. When you're investing in real estate, everyone says partner, partner, partner. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know, but what the heck does that actually mean? So real quick, my name is Josh Baldovino, and I have partnered my way to having over 100 and, I don't even know what's on Instagram right now, but 169 units, 27 million assets under management. What that really means is that we have a handful of deals, single family duplexes that are just us, a couple that are partners, and then we were part of 2 syndications. One was 111 units in Dallas, and the other was a 44-bed assisted living facility in Fresno. But how exactly do you actually partner and get into these bigger deals and bigger rooms? For me, it's always been about going to events, going to meetups, and just meeting people who are actually doing the thing that you want to do. So as we talk about how to find partners, I'll also be mixing in clips from our latest meetup and some special guests that we had at that event. So the first thing is getting super clear on the goal that you want. And that is, what markets do you want to buy in? What type of assets do you want to buy? Is it a single family house? Is it a duplex? And then what's the strategy? Are you flipping? Is it a long-term rental? Is it a bird deal? Is this commercial? What do you want? And if you don't know, that's okay. That's why you meet more people, understand their story, and start to hone in on maybe the 2 or 3 that you're interested in, and then find out people who are doing it and go a little bit deeper. So let's just tie in our special guest today, who is Slocom Reed, who is an investor out of Cincinnati. And a lot of our meetup folks are investing in the Midwest, in Columbus and Cincinnati, Indianapolis. He was a youth minister, turned real estate agent, turned flipper, turned property manager, used to co-host the largest ever commercial real estate podcast, which was the best ever commercial real estate podcast. And now he recently partnered with one of my friends, Ian Cruz, and they partnered on a 76-unit apartment in Cincinnati. And so this is his story.
I went full-time in real estate in August of 2015, so going on 10 years ago now. Focused on my own investing, doing BRRRR deals, a lot of experience with BRRRR deals between single families to 24 units. Did the sales agent thing. I've done some house flips and some wholesaling. Shifted in 2021 to focusing on my own investing, and then in 2022, we manage 450 units in the greater Cincinnati area. That's around 45 million in assets under management. 2/3 of that is third-party management, property management, construction management. The other third is my deals, just mine and mine with partners like Ian and Liam.
Okay, so now that you're hyper locked in, or at least have an idea of where you want to head, now you actually just have to go out there and meet people. And honestly, this is probably the hardest part, because yes, you have to sacrifice something, whether it's going to be going to dinner with your friends or hanging out with your family or kids' sports. You can't do everything all the time, and so once in a while, and for me it's once a month, that's a sacrifice that we make in order to get in the room with more deals with more operators. And then the one goal that I try and have is I try and be the connector, and I want to know who owns what market. So if someone's buying in Cincinnati, I know in our meetup group of the 20-30 folks who attend, Ian is the guy in the Bay Area who's going to talk about Cincinnati. When it comes to Columbus, and this is how we met my business partner Ash, was at our first meetup, actually at Big L's at the same location.
Some of you guys heard the story before. We actually met here because we've invested in Columbus, and since then we've done a handful of deals together. And so now we're just trying to continue to bring other people who may want to do deals or want to connect other people.
Her and I were the only ones buying in Columbus at that meetup, and so we chatted, did some follow-up conversations, which is another important part, is to follow up and have continued conversations with someone that you could see yourself either learning from, partnering with, or mentoring from. But whatever it is, go out there and try and meet as many people as you can and then introduce someone. So you find someone who has a gap, who needs a lender, a property manager, a photographer, be that connector, because that connector is the one that gets remembered. Tip number 3 on how to find a partner. And so yeah, let's get to another clip with Slocum about him hosting the largest ongoing meetup in Cincinnati and why it's impacted his investing.
He hosts the largest meetup in Cincinnati, the largest real estate meetup over in Cincinnati. So there's just like this knowledge of who has what deal, what they're trading for, and putting the dots together.
Okay, final tip on this one is if you can actually host the party. This is why we host a monthly meetup that's reoccurring. Honestly, it's an ongoing meetup of invite that just happens on Meetup by itself. And from there, at any point, I try and just bring people together. It's like being the potluck organizer or the PTA president. That organizer gets the most recognized, even if you're not necessarily doing the most work, but you get to be part of the process. And so that's how I try and do these meetups. Shark Tank Be Invested Year Awards is because I want to host that just to help me get into rooms and other deals that I may not normally get access to because I didn't host the party. And if you're not gonna host the party, at least go up and ask the questions, or ask questions in front of the group, grab the mic every single time, because those that ask good questions also get noticed.
You mentioned brokers for the multifamily, but I'm curious, what are your other lead generation sources?
For the multifamily, we worked with CBRE on our last deal, which is kind of a surprise because a lot of times the big broker deals you don't get that great of a deal on. I do a lot of talking with owners. When you're in the space, you kind of figure out who owns what building. So we've tried within our portfolio, there's a neighboring property and we know the owner directly. So we're kind of in talks. I mean, nothing's guaranteed. I'd say it's brokers, and then it's just through being in the market.
The final tip is to find someone that complements your weaknesses. So if you are the property manager, the hands-on, boots on the ground contractor, find someone that's better at numbers or better at marketing or better at capital raising. But there are so many different roles of a deal. And so a lot of times it's easiest to get along with someone who is on the same wavelength as you. But on a business side, it might be more productive for you if you find someone who complements what you're not good at. So in this instance, let's take Slocum and Ian's relationship here. Slocum is the local contact who also has his own contract company, his property management company, and then you have Ian on the other side who has the contacts to raise capital and also has the financial background to run any financial monitoring. So their strengths super complement each other.
The other thing is that every single metro, the South Bay included, but Kansas City, Milwaukee, Tampa, Atlanta, Cincinnati, every single metro has local owner-operator investors who are executing at a high level, getting fantastic returns, and they have access to more deals than they're able to close on by themselves, and they don't understand how to partner with someone who can bring the capital. So that is a large part of where my partnerships with Liam and Ian have come from. Ian has been focused on investor relations, capital raising, providing passive investing opportunities for 3 years, way more than me. I'm the guy who knows how to lead a horse to water and make it drink when it comes to the properties, the tenants, actually forcing the appreciation and value of these properties. And there are Slocums in every city who need an Ian. And so if you find yourself having capital, knowing people who want to get interested in investing, there are people in whatever market you're interested in.
Okay, some last tips on how to find a partner to do real estate deals is make sure you're following up within 48 hours, better yet the next day. If you meet someone at a meetup and you get their contact, just screenshot your phone right away. That screenshot will help you remember who to follow up with because you probably got 10, 20 numbers from that event. Second tip is be specific. If you know exactly what you're looking for and how someone can help you or partner with you, that only increases the chances of you finding what you're looking for. But if you don't know, people don't know how to help you or how to partner with you. And then the third is to bring value first. There's a level to how much you can fish. Now, if you look too desperate, it's like dating someone. People can feel your desperation and not want to do a deal with you. So just sit back, give value first, share a lead, share a deal, share a contact, and let the conversations and the relationship happen organically. Ultimately, you definitely don't want to pitch the deal until after the first follow-up. So you gotta date them first. So go out to a couple coffee meetings, to lunch, and see, hey, can you actually have a meal with them, multiple meals with them, before you even want to do a deal with them. So all in all, I love going to meetups not only just to find deals, but to also learn what's actually working today because I can't find it all. So if you want to know what exactly is happening, say if you are trying to flip in Cincinnati, here's a quick excerpt of what kind of deals you can find in Cincinnati.
In Cincinnati, there are still starter homes that retail between 150 and 200. The house I'm flipping right now is kind of out in the boonies in Goshen, and we're going to list it for 185 because the ARV is between 180 and 210. And we're under an acre and we don't have a garage, so we need to stay on the smaller end of that. We bought it for 85, put 45.50 into it and then sell it for 185.
But overall, work on honing in your goals and then getting out there to meet people and then finding people who complement your skill set. If you want to learn more about the meetups that we host, I'm going to leave a link down in the description for you to RSVP. It's every single month here in the Bay Area, specifically either in San Jose or Milpitas. And then of course, if you found any value in this or show someone what an actual real estate meetup looks like, make sure to share this with someone because that would mean the world to me. This would help me tremendously, especially if you found any value in this video at all. please like and subscribe because I put a lot of effort into these events and these videos. And then lastly, if you know someone who is thinking about going to a real estate meetup but is a little bit nervous or anxious, please share my videos with them, or share this video specifically with them, because you never know what could happen if you just get outside of your comfort zone and start meeting more people who have the same goal as you. And then lastly, just for fun, drop in the comments down below happy hour so I know that you got it to the end of the video and that we're best friends. So if you want to see another video about me interviewing people and what deals they're actually doing at these meetups, make sure to click this video here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers, guys.